a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Second down now after the incompletion. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction with maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rob Ninkovich able to get him for a loss of about 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers to throw on second down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
and when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them, we know that. But as you noted, in a tight...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
And it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Garoppolo now. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. They're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because
and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
319!
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That's complete to Cobb. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, here's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rob Ninkovich in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
319!
On third and long, it's wrong. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Rob Ninkovich in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Garoppolo. And he's got Bennett. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a 1st down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. Now a carry for Blunt. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll run again with Blunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery, 56 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Big fourth down conversion.